Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Andy Hudson, Director of Marketing for Incentive Concepts. Welcome to today's presentation featuring our amazing brand partner, Bose. Before I introduce our presenter, we'd like to just ask you to keep your cameras turned off and yourselves on mute during the presentation. There will be a time after the presentation for Q&A, or use the chat feature during the presentation, and if the question is relevant for the whole group, I will make sure to ask it on your behalf, or we can answer it via the chat. We're also holding a drawing today, courtesy of our brand partner, Bose. We'll let you know a little bit about that later in the presentation, so make sure to stay tuned. You'll have to fill out a little entry form, but that's a pretty easy process to do. And with that, I'd like to introduce our Vice President of Sales, Kevin Hagan. And Kevin, if you could kindly introduce our presenter today.
Yeah, thanks, Andy. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Keeping busy. Crazy day today.
Yeah.
Very, very happy to introduce our great friend and partner here with Bose, Brian Surrett. He's going to cover some of the new materials and new products that are available today. And we're going to talk a little bit about some of the things that are happening with the supply industry as well, and how the supply is going to be working in the future for Bose. So with that, Brian, if you want to jump on and take over, I will also assist you here in kind of going over some of the product lines. So welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Yeah, let me share my screen here. Let's do step one with the technology. And go into slideshow mode. Let me know if you can see the Bose logo at the center of the screen.
Yes, sir. You're all set.
Excellent. Thank you.
That's great.
Well, again, glad to be here. Thank you so much for letting me take a half hour of the day to present some great new products that Bose launched in the September-October timeframe. We had a great selling season with these products, and now that we're here at PPAI, this is usually historically the time where we really start to see these new products into the P&I channel. So very excited to present these today to all of our prospective clients. So let me, without further ado, I'll get right into it, because we did launch 8 new products this year, or in September last year. So we've got a lot of content to cover here with you, and just want to get rid of the images. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to start out with one of our top sellers. This is a brand new, first ever from Bose, truly wireless quiet comfort earbuds. So very excited about this product. Launched it in September. It's been outpacing what we thought our sales forecast was going to be all through the holiday season, and we're having some fantastic success with this. Great product with features and benefits that are really will help the customers in their everyday canceling out the noise, especially now when people are setting up home offices and they need some noise cancellation. You may not like the big cup over your ears, so this is our new earbud version. You'll see on the screen here that it does come available in 2 colors. We have the triple black and the soapstone color, which the gentleman is wearing. And 3 key factors of this product is, of course, as it's Bose, so great audio performance is always the #1 thing that we're going to focus on with this product. Crystal clear phone calls. We have a technology in here that's a beam-forming algorithm, and what this does in layman's terms is it detects sound that is around you. So getting back to, like I was saying, the home office, if you're on a phone call with somebody, not only is the person hearing you clearly on the other end, but the beam-forming technology or algorithm is detecting sound that may be in your household that's going on around you. Say, for instance, your 20-year-old comes stomping down the stairs. It's going to pick up on that extra noise and send out a signal to cancel that noise, so that the person on the other end of the phone call does not hear that. And it's a great technology, especially if you're, back in the day when we could go to Starbucks and make some phone calls there. It cancels out all that noise that's going on in the coffee shop. So great technology that we incorporated with this headphone. Another thing that we have on this headphone is called Smart Sound Management. And what this allows you to do is have 10 levels of noise cancellation. So if any of you watching today are familiar with our previous versions of our noise canceling headphones from the QC35 and before, basically it was either the noise cancellation was on or it was off. Using the Bose Music app, you can now go in and select where you want the noise cancellation from. You could have it at 10, which would be as much noise cancellation as we can produce, or you can have it all the way down to a 2 or a 3, so that if you did want to have a conversation and talk to people, but still have some noise cancellation, that is an option for you as well, and anywhere in between. So that's something that's new and different with this headphone as well. The battery life is 6 hours on this, and it comes in a charging case. And I know it's with the white screen, sometimes it's hard to see what I'm showing you here, but I'm going to try my best. So with you put the headphones into the case, charges it, and then when the case dies off, you just plug it into a USB-C, and you can charge the case as well. So let's see, make sure I get everything there. They are the IPX4 water resistant, and the charging case will charge it 2 times for you before you have to recharge it. So again, the cream of the crop, fantastic product right here, selling really, really well for us. I'm very excited to show it to you today. And then for our next product is our Bose.
If I could interrupt real quick, Brian, I'm sorry.
Sure.
Just to Andy posted in the chat that was the product that we will be giving away at the end of today's presentation. So please hang on through the presentation, and we will be we'll show you how to potentially win that pair of QC in-ear headphones.
Excellent. Awesome. Yes, I saw the winner from yesterday's presentation. They look very excited to be getting their gift.
Yes.
So more than happy to send that out. So good luck to all of you out there. Thank you. I popped you back on here, Kevin, so I'll know when you're signaling me. All I can see is my PowerPoint presentation. So where was I? Oh, so the Bose Sport earbuds. This product here is the direct replacement of Sound Sport Free. And we did take some customer feedback into consideration when we built this product. It is 40% smaller than the Sound Sport Free was, so it is a closer profile to your ear, as you can see with the lady there that has it in her ear. And it's engineered for your best workout yet. Again, IPX4 rated, so it is salt and water resistant, and even if you're outside and you happen to get caught in a rainstorm, it can take some rain without damaging the product. So you see 3 colors up there. We have triple black, glacier white, and then the Baltic blue, which is a new and cool color for us. A little bit less on the battery life on this. This one is 5 hours as opposed to 6 on the noise canceling quiet comfort earbuds that I just showed you. But again, comfort and stability. I was just talking with my global trainer, and he said that we've looked at over 1,000 pictures of people's ears in order to create the Stay Here Max ear tip that goes in your ear, so that it is the most comfortable on the marketplace today. And we've been working on making sure that these are nice and comfortable for years, but also that they stay in your ear. One of the big complaints we hear from customers with headphones, the in-ear buds, is that they fall out. So these ones, they will stay in, and I've had some of your clients who got samples themselves say that they run every day with them, and that they're solid, that they don't lose. So great product there for that. Let's see. On this one and the previous one, I forgot to mention that we do have up and down volume on the right earbud, so that you can swipe up and down. And also when you go to take a call, you just tap on the right earbud twice, I believe, and that'll answer the phone call for you. This one also does come with a charging case, which I believe IC or Set of Concepts does have logo options if anybody's interested in that. And again, the case will charge it 2 times. And on this one and the previous one, something that our customers had asked us for that was not available on the Sound Sport Free was dual bud calling, so that they could hear the call in both ears in stereo. The right one can be used by itself if you do still just like a single ear. The left one has to be used in conjunction with the right one, but it was something that customers were asking for along with the slimmer profile, so we incorporated that in this newer version of our Sport earbuds. Pause there for a second. Any questions or thoughts, Kevin? Good.
No, as you mentioned, we do decorate the cases. If anybody's looking for decoration on that, we can customize the cases. It is an etch platform only, so it's not able to be pad stamped or anything else. So it's etched into the actual hard side case of the units that are in there.
Excellent. Thank you. That clarity. And just so everybody who's watching knows, my children are home homeschooling today, and I believe trumpet lessons just started. So if you start to hear some trumpeting playing in the background, just ignore that. So then the next three products that I'm going to show you is part of our Bose frames or our wearables products. And this is building on success that we had with Alto, Smalto, and Rondo that we launched a couple of years ago. So as the tagline says, without sound, they're just sunglasses. So this is a great product at a decent retail price for people that, one, get a quality pair of sunglasses, and two, get to listen to your favorite music and also take phone calls with it. One of the improvements that we made on this version is we are now including the polarized lens as part of the package when you buy it. It used to be sold as a separate accessory, and we do sell other mirrored lenses and some other options as well as separate accessories. But customer feedback said that they wanted the polarized lenses to be part of the product that they bought right out of the gate. So we have that now in all three of the frames that I'm going to show you. So this is the soprano version, which we internally at Bose are calling cat eyes. And then you have the tenor version here, which is a little bit larger for anybody that has a larger face to fit correctly there. And it's both of these are in the high gloss black. The charging, the battery power life on this is 5.5 hours. And one of the other or new improvements that we included is on the right, whatever you call this thing that goes, but that goes over your ears there. You can slide it back.
It's temple arm.
Temple arm, thank you. You can slide back and forth for volume up and down, and also tap on it to accept a phone call. So that was also something that our customers were asking for, as opposed to going into the phone and into the app to activate that.
Hey, Brian, it's Andy, and Kevin, maybe this is a question for you. Josh asked about pricing, and I mentioned in the chat that we'd prefer to anybody that's interested in pricing to get in touch with somebody from our team in our booth. I don't know, Kevin, if you want to elaborate on that.
Yeah, you can contact your local rep or Incentive Concepts directly, or jump into our booth and we can discuss pricing with you. But a lot of customers ask if it's on a particular code. We don't operate that way with Bose. We try and give you the largest margin we can on each individual product. So as we all know, electronics can be tough, but there is some good margin here because Bose does hold pricing. Things don't go on sale typically, and the retail price is the retail price that is sold everywhere. So we can discuss that in the booth if you want. Josh, you're available to come over to the PPAI booth. We can talk about that specifically with you.
Thanks, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Thanks, Andy. And I'm just looking at my notes here. One thing that I forgot to mention is that these lenses do pop right out, so they are prescription ready. So if you're like me and have to wear glasses in order to drive a car, you can go to your local ophthalmologist and optometrist, and get that prescription lens designed for the frame. So that's a great new feature. And then the last frame is really cool. This one is kind of our state-of-the-art best one that we've created so far, and it's the Bose Frames Tempo, which is designed for sports. And obviously engineered for sound, and a great piece here. So this one here has a couple of extra things that the other ones do not. One is it has 3 different size nose tips, so that when you're going to wear them and you're running and sweating, they don't slide off your face. So these are customizable. I don't know if you can see my natural glasses here, but they are included in the box. Again, it's got the polarized lenses. And this one has a full 8 hours of playback on a single charge, which is up from 5.5 hours on the previous 2 frames that I just showed you. And these ones have superior audio because of the size of the temple arm. We were able to get a little bit larger of a driver in there as compared to the other 2, knowing that these would be used for sports and that you may be bicycling and have the sound of wind, so you want to be able to hear your phone calls or your music over the wind. Or even just running in a busy city that has lots of noise, you're able to hear your music and your phone calls crystal clear on these. So these are our top of the line, and again, the full 8 hours on the battery life on this.
Just for a point of reference, they are $249 at retail. We can discuss the retail pricing. All 3 of those are $249 at retail.
Yes, correct. Thank you. Excellent. And on this one, as opposed to the proprietary charging cable that is comes with the previous two frames I just showed you, this one does have USB-C charging. So if you do lose the cord, you can always simply go to a store and buy one. So that's one feature on this one that makes it our top of the line Bose frames. Guy looks intense. All right, so now moving to our sound bars. We launched 2 this year. We've been seeing some great success. Again, like I was speaking about before, all of our lives have changed. And now that we're all kind of hunkering down at home, people are wanting to improve the sound of their television sets as they binge watch shows on Netflix or Hulu, or just in general watching more movies and family time at home. So we wanted to we had these in the plans anyways, but they've been selling really, really well for us as everybody is staycationing and staying home and staying safe. And this one is our new Bose TV speaker, which is the direct replacement of Solo 5. We have a few improvements on this over the Solo 5, and the first one is improved speech. Sometimes when there's so much audio content in a soundtrack as you're watching your favorite movie or television show, that sometimes it's really hard to hear the dialogue. So on this speaker, we've got a dedicated center driver that's focused just on the dialogue. And we also have a button on the remote control that can boost the dialogue, so that even if if you're just playing at the factory set levels, you're still having a little bit hard time hearing the dialogue. You can press the button on the remote, and that boosts it up for you just a little bit more, so that doesn't all the other sounds going on in the movie you're watching, a television show, doesn't overtake the dialogue, and you can hear that. Simple, super simple setup. Literally, it's just an optical audio cable comes in the box. And that just connects to the back of the television set, plus the power to the wall. Or if you prefer HDMI ARC and have your own cable, that it can also be plugged right in the back of the sound bar and then into the television set. And it does also have Bluetooth connectivity built right in, so that you can stream your favorite music from your phone or tablet or computer. Some of the other features of this product that the Solo 5 did not have is it's a new low-profile design. We're finding that TV manufacturers their stands are going lower and lower to the table. If you are using like in the picture here, just a TV stand for it. And what we were finding is the Solo 5 was actually was too large, so that it was blocking the infrared signals that people were using on their remote to get to the television set. So there's a slimmer profile. This one does have a couple of accessories that you can purchase to help with the setup. One is you can now buy a 3.5 millimeter base module output to hardwire down to our accessory base modules, the base module 500, which is currently in the marketplace, and the base module 700 if you really want to get some extra bass boost out of it. And that is a hardwire, so the 3.5 millimeter wire would be a separate accessory. And we do also sell a wall mounting bracket as an accessory as well, if you did. A lot of people hang their TVs on the wall. So that is available as well. Make sure I got all that. Okay. So that's our introductory soundbar. And again, retailing that is $249. Seems to be a popular price point of a bunch of the products that we launched this year. And again, direct replacement of the Solo 5 that's been in the marketplace for a couple of years. Doing good time here. All right, perfect, right on time. All right, 2 more products to show you. The first is our introductory Smart Soundbar 300. And so this is an introductory soundbar into the smart home products that we have. If any of you are familiar with our home speaker 500, 300, and our portable home speaker, as well as our soundbar 700, these products all have Alexa and Google Assistant built into them, so that you can just speak to them and use your voice as kind of the remote control. But I want to specifically talk about the skills in Alexa. We came up with a technology that's called Voice for Video, and we worked with Amazon and the Alexa skills to really make this one state of the art. So you can, I'm going to say Alex, so I don't set off your devices in your home in case you are using Alex's products. So you can walk in now and have this set up with your TV and just say, Alex, I want to watch CNN. So it will know exactly what it needs to do. It'll turn the TV on. You can say, Alex, volume up, please. And it'll turn the volume up for you, but it'll turn the TV on, turn the soundbar on, and also go straight to CNN or whichever program you asked to watch on it. So that is a technology that's specific to Bose that we created, and it is available in this Smart Soundbar 300 and also in our Soundbar 700 that's been on the market for a couple of years. So great technology there. The other one that we also incorporate is called Simple Sync. And Simple Sync allows you to do two things. One, if you have one of our current Bluetooth products like the SoundLink Color or SoundLink Revolve or Revolve Plus, you can now add that as a secondary room in the household, so that you have the soundbar in the main living room area, and say you have the Bluetooth speaker in the kitchen. You can now connect those two so that they play simultaneously. So that's one cool feature for expanding in the home. But the second really neat feature is that you can now sync the headphone 700 with the soundbar for a couple of reasons. One, you could have it so that say there's somebody in the home that has some difficulty in hearing, they can put, instead of blasting the soundbar, they can put the headphone 700 on, play it to whatever volume they need in order to hear the program that you're watching without blasting out their significant other who may be sitting right next to them on the couch. So that was one thing that we used to hear a lot at the trade shows, a lot of people asking for solutions like that. Can I hook up a pair of headphones to the television set? But it would actually be done through our Bose Music app, and you connect the headphone 700 that way. The second great feature for this is if your significant other, or either you or them, falls asleep first, has to get up super early in the morning, and you just got to finish binge watching that last bit of the show you got on Netflix. You can turn the soundbar down to just like really low, like a 1 or a 2, just so it's on. You can't have it muted. And then be able to just sit there and watch in silence with the headphone 700 on and finish your program. Kevin, I believe you said you kind of tested that out in the past.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, it's a great feature because it's not something that's easily capable, or a lot of speakers don't have the capabilities of doing that, or the TVs don't either. But yeah, if you're using the 700s and you put that speaker down to just a 1, you can barely hear the speaker, so it's not disturbing anybody else, and then you can control your own volume on the headset. So it's an awesome feature to have.
Yeah, it's so cool. I haven't actually tried it just yet, so I may have to give it a test run this evening. So that's great.
It's great.
Final thing with this too is that you can wirelessly attach the bass module 500 or 700 to it if you need extra bass. And then we also do sell surround speakers that you can add if you want the full 5.1 experience. So great new product, attractive price point that I believe we $399 retail on this.
That's correct, $399.
Great introductory price, and doing really well for us. Now I have one final product that's actually a product that's returning back to our portfolio, and that is the new Bose Sleep Buds Series 2 to get your best sleep ever. So this one, I had a customer kind of ask me on a previous presentation, what exactly is this? And sometimes I've been around the products for so long, I just assume people know it, and then I think, oh yeah, it could be a brand new customer. So my global trainer kind of summed it up in a great way. He said, think of it as a pair of earplugs and a sound machine that help you sleep, all rolled into one. So it's not like a pair of headphones. It is a noise masking sleep bud to help you sleep at night. And for customers that have trouble getting to sleep and staying asleep, this is a fantastic product, because what it does is it streams from the app on your phone, and it streams soothing sounds to you, whether it be a box fan or the sound of waves crashing on the ocean, or maybe rainfall. We've added some music to it, not music that you can stream from your phone like a Bluetooth, but music that is built into the app. So in the right bud is a little chip that stores these sounds, and you can go out to a library and there's 30 different sounds that you can choose from, and the chip can hold up to 10 at a time through the app on your phone. So it is really a product to help you get to sleep and stay asleep. And we have made some improvements on it. I'm not sure how familiar people are with the previous version, but we did run into a battery problem with it last year, where it was not staying charged the full 7 to 9 hours of recommended sleep per night that most humans need. And we felt that was not acceptable. We're saying that it has 7 to 9 hours. So we went out and found a different manufacturer of the battery. And now we have a new and improved battery in there. Second thing is for a side sleeper. We were getting some customer feedback that there was a little bit of friction noise being caused when they moved slightly on the pillowcase. So we did add some extra coating to where you see on the buds where you see the Bose logo. So that has prevented that friction sound from happening and of course waking you up. Don't want that to happen. And then finally, comfort and stability. These are even smaller than the sport earbuds I was showing earlier. I mean, these are designed to really sit right inside of your ears so that you can sleep right on the pillow and you don't feel like there's anything like sticking out of your ear. In fact, they seat in there so well that that's part of the noise, the noise masking right there, plus the sound on top of it that really cancels out things so that if you have a partner who's snoring next to you, or for once all of us road warriors get back on the road, we're back in the noisy hotel rooms. It'll drown out the sounds that you hear in the hallways, elevators cleaning, and things like that. It does also have a wake up alarm that you can set in it so that you wake up and don't wake up your significant other. And also a phone call alert. So you can't take a phone call on it, but if you're unfortunately getting an emergency call in the middle of the night, or just somebody who has insomnia wants to call and chit chat with you, it will beep to let you know that you're getting that phone call. And you'd have to pull the buds out and of course go over to your cell phone and pick that up. The case that you see on the screen is a recharging case, and that will charge it 2 times so that if you forget to plug it in the next night, you still have a full charge when you go to bed at night. So you have that there. So that's my 8 new products from Bose that is launching into the marketplace now. Again, like I said, we launched them in September, and this is the PPAI is really where we kind of debut them for our channel and really get things going. So I'm going to stop there and see if there's any questions, comments.
Yeah, Brian, I'll add to this for a second. Obviously, these are the new products, as Brian mentioned. There's obviously the staples of the products from Bose with Bluetooth speakers and headphones are still always available. Can you take a moment, Brian, just to mention a little bit about the inventory situation and how you look going forward, just to give everybody a quick update?
Oh, sure. There's been an inventory situation? I wasn't aware.
Never.
Yes. Well, it's a tale of 2 cities, actually. The good news is the products that I just showed you, all the new stuff. We worked really, really hard with our manufacturing plants, both in China and in Mexico, to make sure that we had plenty of inventory on hand. And throughout the holiday season and now rolling into the new year here, these products have been pretty good shipping week to week. A couple of glitches here and there in the sound bars, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a moment. But for the most part, everything that's been coming in has been filling within a week and a half's time and going right out the door. So feel free to push these products and get them seated in your redemption programs. And of course, they're available for bulk purchases as well. Some of our legacy products that Kevin was just speaking about, our regular Bluetooth, speakers, the SoundLink Color, especially Revolve and Revolve Plus, and our soundbars, the Soundbar 700, they all share the same chip, and there's that we use in the product that helps them when they speak to the other speakers. So our home speaker 500 has this chip, the 300 has the chip, the soundbars have the chip. And it's a chip specific to Bose that we use that allows them all to speak to each other using the Alexa or Google platforms. And the problem is that it's also the raw materials for this chip is the same chip that every other manufacturer of these products also uses. Ours just has a little bit different technology into it. So there's been a global shortage of this chip, which is causing major delays in us building our products. So it's been a real struggle, and that chip shortage had kind of kicked in actually last year. It wasn't something that COVID had caused, but then COVID hit. So at first, obviously, it started in China, and that's where a lot of our headphone products are made, are in China, and some of our soundbars. So that then shut down our factory, caused major delays in building over there, and then kind of China started to come out of it as COVID kind of made its way across the world, and then hit the States, and then of course our manufacturing plant in Mexico. So that shut down between April and mid-May, I think. It was a complete shutdown. So they weren't building anything, they weren't shipping anything. It just was like one thing, building off the other. So when they finally did reopen in May, Of course, now with social distancing and half shifts and things like that to keep everybody safe, we were scrambling to keep up with, producing enough for the demand that was coming in. And then, as I mentioned, everybody's now kind of revamping everything in their home as audio-wise and headphone-wise and all that. We were seeing huge surges in products that kind of had been long in the tooth, like the, soundproof balls been on the, been out there for a couple of years now, and we were, thinking, okay, let's lower our forecasts, and instead we saw a big, resurgence of it. Just-in-time inventory. They didn't want to have too much inventory on hand, so then we started scrambling to build enough for all this demand that we were seeing for both Bluetooth headsets, Bluetooth speakers, and of course the sound bars for television viewing. So it's been very, very challenging. And then 2020 was the year that just kept on giving. Just one more story for you. We actually had a container ship coming from China, hit some rough seas in the Pacific Ocean. And I think they said 13 of our containers filled with Bose product right in like early November. I went to the bottom of the Pacific as we're waiting for that very important inventory to get over here. Challenges left and right. And then the final challenge is then when the ships do finally get here from China over to Los Angeles and up in Seattle, when they hit the West Coast, it's just a glut. I mean, they said the ship just parked offshore, just waiting for access to get in to offload. Yeah, so it's kind of been one thing after another. But I think we finally have seen the light at the end of that tunnel. We're really, really kind of, we sort of know the lay of the land now, so things are improving. But again, we're still with the legacy products, it's still a little bit of a struggle, and I still kind of see that for the next couple of months. But for the new products that I just showed you, those we have inventory. It's in our barns in the United States and ready to go. So let's get out there and sell and make some money for all of us.
All right.
Great. Yeah. Thank you, Brian. Well, let us know if you have any inventory issues as a customers. If you need anything, we'll check in advance for you to make sure. Andy, if you want to I know we're going a little long here, if you want to wrap this up a little bit, but Brian, thank you for your time and information. Certainly appreciate and thank you all for attending today's session. And Andy, if you want to go ahead and wrap that up, it'd be great.
Right. That's right. And head on over to incentiveconcepts.com/QC earbuds, incentiveconcepts.com/QC earbuds to enter for that pair of quiet comfort earbuds, courtesy of our friends at Bose. With that concludes this episode, and feel free to meet us over in our booth, incentiveconcepts.com/PPAI. Thanks again, Brian. Thanks, Kevin. Everybody have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.